know me?
No. And your teacher, who are you?
So I will introduce myself. My name is Arya Fadilah, and I am the one who gonna teach you today. Today I will teach you about anecdote. So, what do you guys know about anecdote?
You know, it's a funny.
Okay, funny.
Comic.
Comic. And then what else? Judge. Okay, it's to judge. And what else?
Satsphere.
Reflection.
What is your reflect from anecdote? So what is an anecdote? Anecdote is a short story that self-contained. Anecdote are classified as narrative text. So here is the narrative text. It uses the composition of narrative text. Most anecdotes require several times even without too much complexity. So anecdote must be simple and don't have much complexity and straightforward. Anecdote can be true or fictional, or something between it comes to exaggeration. So anecdote can be true. It can be true story, but it can be made up story or fictional story. Or it can be somewhat between. It can be based from a true story, but with some exaggeration that are fictional. Their term can range from serious warning, like judge, reflection, but they can also light-hearted jokes. So they can be funny, comical. It depends from what is the writers want to say. And unlike other narratives, most anecdotes tend to focus exclusively on a single character. So narrative only have a single main character that the story revolves around them. This is an example of an anecdote. Its title is Lecturer Who is Also a Minister. So, the story began in a university cafeteria. The students, Udin and Tono, they are talking to each other. Tono said, I am always wondered by our political science lecturer. When he teaches, he is always sit down and never want to stand up. And Udin replied, putting too much thought. But Tono asking again, yeah, but do you know what? Udin replied again, maybe he's tired of his leg, or his legs are not strong enough to stand up. But Tono said again, that's not why I did. I think it's because he is also a minister. And Udin asked again, what is the explanation? Tono said, yes, if he stand up, he is afraid someone else will take over his seat. Do you understand what is the point of this anecdote?
Yes.
What?
Because the minister don't want to someone else take over his seat.
Yeah, that's right. Some ministers, some politicians, they will focus on their position. They don't want to get, they don't want some other people to take over their seat. They focus on their seat and don't focus on what their job have to do. They just afraid someone will take over. And anecdote's purpose. Do you know, guys, what is an anecdote? The purpose of anecdote?
I don't know, sir.
I don't know. You
Yes.
don't know.
Can you
Mira, do you know
explain?
what is the purpose of anecdote?
I don't know.
So the purpose of anecdote is this. It is an entertainment. It can be a story told by friends or people when they are bored. Or it can also a media. It's also a media. For what? The media to express the feelings of dissatisfaction, anger, or annoyance over a problem that widely known to public. So, if they have something in their mind about some problem, they can express it with anecdote. Other anecdote purpose is in literature. It is a literary device for both fiction and non-fiction writing. For example, some anecdote describes a character in a way that wouldn't fit in the main narrative. So sometimes they portray someone with a character that don't usually they have. So like a killer teacher, but they tell a story about a funny thing, and that is don't fit for the main actor, and it gives the reader better understanding of the background and motives. So you can understand the main character from the story, and also we use to slow the pacing of fulfill in the story, the core storyline. So between storyline, you can add some anecdote to fill the blank, to fill the gaps in a story. You can use an anecdote. So the next is anecdote structures and features. Do you know anecdote structure?
Use narrative text.
Yeah, what is the structure of narrative text? Anyone knows?
You know, about that.
And how about the feature? What feature that anecdote has that?
What is the feature?
You don't know, so okay, the next slide. The structure is used orientation, communication, resolution, and reorientation. Orientation in orientation, communication, resolution, and reorientation. So do you guys know what the orientation is?
The first.
Yeah, but precisely it is the opening of anecdotes. Like you can describe the character, what is the character, and how the story begins, and and the next is complication. It when the story has a problem, and the next is resolution. It is when the problem is solved, and the next is reorientation. It's a recap of the story. It's a coda. What happened after the story ends. So, and for the features, there is exclamation, rhetorical question, intensifiers, point of significant events, simple past tense, past continuous, temporal sequence. So the features of anecdote is exclamation. Exclamation in Indonesian is kata seru, like oh, wow, ah, and something like that. Rhetorical question. Do you know guys what is rhetorical question?
Asking something that.
Yeah, that is how to asking something.
I know, but I can speak. Yes, I can explain.
Explanations. That's very nice. Rhetorical question is a question that don't need answer. So, like when like you fall and someone asks, "Are you okay?"
Are you crazy?
Or when my friend said, "Do you love me?" Something like that.
I lost my wallet. Where do you know?
And something, "Are you crazy?" Or something like that. So intensifier is to make things.
I want to asking, how about sarcasm? Sarcasm.
Arya is the
Sarcasm. Sometimes we use sarcasm, but it's not the main feature features that is in an anecdote. So the next is intensifier. It's like a word to describe something like very, really quiet, really big, quiet, big, something like that. And it is usually point out significant event. So in anecdote, there is some event that you point out. So it just point some significant event. They don't focus on other event. They just focus on one simple event because anecdote is simple. And the next is simple past tense. Because it is a narrative, so it use simple past tense. Because usually anecdote talk about something that happened in past. And then past continuous. It's a word to say something that happened in the past and still happening. And sometimes they use temporal sequence before, after, when, so they can show what is the part of the event. Like before this, I am very rich. After that, I become very rich. There is some types of anecdotes. Type of anecdotes includes like cautionary, characterizing, humorous, inspirational, and reminiscent. From cautionary, so who is known about cautionary? So it's cautionary usually an anecdote.
Icarus looks like name
It's
from Icarus.
cautionary. This example is Icarus. The story of Icarus is about some boy who told by his father to put into sun because they escaping from a place with wax feather. So they use a feather that glued with wax. So when Icarus go too near to the sun, the wax is melted and Icarus fall. It is cautionary, so we don't go near something that dangerous. And the next is characterizing. We often hear a story about Gus Dur, right? Kira, do you ever story about ever hear a story about Gus Dur?
No.
So in some story, Gus Dur is always say, gitu aja Pak repot. When he is asking about a problem, he gives a solution and say, gitu aja Pak repot. Because some politician often making something is too complicated, but Gus Dur is simple. And the next is humorous. Like the story I tell before, it is fun, it is comical to tell, to make you fun, to tell a funny story. And inspirational. Inspirational anecdote often told by motivators when they, in a seminar, they say something that motivational and story that how they struggled when they are and something like that. And the reminiscent anecdote. It's an anecdote that tells what happened in the past that don't happen again in now. So it's like a story of past that we don't know.
It's
Sometimes,
like
yes.
It's like asal lo tahu ya, it's like that.
Yes, sometimes, but mostly when our parents say about how they get to school, they always say, in my time I used to go by walk and something like that. But by walk. But in our time we don't need to walk. We have motorcycle, cars, public transportation. Something like that. Okay, so that is all about my presentation. Do you guys have any question?
Did you get okay next week?
Maybe.
No, I don't want to come this class.
I guess.
There is no question?
No.
Okay, so we will go to the task.
No.
No, don't give me a time.
The time is up, sir.
No, there is a lot of
Let's
time.
run. Wait, okay.
I'm still so hungry, sir.
So I already sent you the anecdote in your WhatsApp.
No.
No, I don't have a
Yeah.
quota. I don't have a quota.
Yes. And I need you guys to tell me what is the structure and features of the anecdote that I have sent.
Time is up, sir. Give us negative. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
for some more.
Late.
So thank you guys for listening. So I will close the lesson today with Hamdalah. Let's say Alhamdulillah. That is enough for me.